Nightmare Areola, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, so man, I was looking at the betting odds for Klitschko and Joshua, man, and they have this shit close, man, and doesn't surprise me. But Joshua, the betting odds that I've seen, he is right at a 2-1 favorite. So let me see here. Yeah, they have Klitschko at plus 190, and they have Joshua at a minus 210. So this is a very, very, very close fight, man. Even on paper, you know what I mean? Whether you think Joshua's going to knock him out or not, or because I'm favoring Joshua in this fight, you know what I mean? But wow, I don't know, man. It's this shit, man. Because Joshua's still up and coming, although he is the young guy, and I think that it's just he's coming into his own, and it's just a new cast of characters that I think that can possibly beat Klitschko. But even with that said, though, that doesn't mean it's written in stone, right? You know what I mean? Just, they still got to get in there and fight. But one thing I appreciate about Vladimir, man, I know a lot of people get on him for his style. A lot of fans, they don't like his style. Me, I don't like viewing it as a fan. There's certain things I don't like about his style, but me having been in gyms before and, watching a lot of boxing and being a big guy myself, 6'5", 240 pounds, and being in gyms and all that type of shit. Like, I understand some of the methods of the way he fights. I'm no pro boxer, right? I'm not saying that, but just some of the methods that he used as far as using his size, just little certain things. I understand why he does it, you know what I mean? But viewing it sometimes, yes, as a viewer, you want to see just, they go in there and not hold as much and just fight. You know what I mean? So I get that. I get it. But one thing I got to say about Vladimir, man, is the dude has been always willing to fight up and coming undefeated guys from all over the world. In my comment section on one of my other videos, somebody was saying something about Vladimir Klitschko coming over here to fight, and he doesn't come over to America and give nobody a chance. And I didn't respond to the comment, but I'm thinking to myself, like, well, he fought Brian Jennings when he was undefeated here. They fought at the Garden, I believe, in New York. So I'm thinking, like, no, he just came over here and gave guys opportunities. It really hasn't been nobody over here to give an opportunity to, except when Jennings came about. And before that, Seth Mitchell, and his brother gave Chris Arreola his crack when Arreola was undefeated. So it's not like the Klitschkos didn't come over here and give nobody a shot, man. It was just we really had nobody to offer. You know what I mean? And Jennings was undefeated at the time, and he took Klitschko the distance, and Klitschko gave him his opportunity. So and guys forget sometimes, man. If you go back and watch some old Brian Jennings fight, like the fight he had against Andrei Fedosov, if you go watch that fight on YouTube, I believe BJ Flores was one of the commentators for that fight. People forget, man. Everybody's infatuated with Wilder right now, but people forget Brian Jennings was being called the best American heavyweight. Go watch BJ Flores, whether you agree with Flores or not. And this was before Wilder fought for a title, or this before Wilder fought to Severn. But people were viewing Jennings as the top American heavyweight. They said it all through the broadcast. Now, you may say, oh, they're doing it to, help their broadcast. Of course, they're going to say he is. But no, a lot of people thought that too, just around the boxing world, that he was our best American heavyweight at that moment. So, it's not like Klitschko never gave anybody over here the opportunity. That's not fair to say, man. And as far as him fighting Wilder, from what I remember, all right, if I'm wrong, you guys leave it in the comment section, all right? But from what I remember is after Wilder fought Severn, they were asking in interviews, I remember they're asking Wilder about Klitschko. And now remember, this 2015 when he beat Severn in January. And they were asking about Klitschko, and I remember Wilder saying he has no problem fighting Klitschko. He wants to fight Klitschko. I also remember him saying that if Klitschko wants to fight, he has to come over here to America, because Wilder said that he has the green belt, and the green belt means the most. And he went on this thing about it, and I disagreed with him about it, and I did videos when he said that. I disagreed about that logic, you know what I mean? But Wilder said that he would fight him, but it'll be next year, meaning 2016. So Wilder said he would fight him, but it'll be 2016 of next year, and Klitschko had to come to America. So before they can even get into trying to negotiate and go back and forth and all that, Klitschko ended up fighting Tyson Fury, who was also another top guy, and he ended up losing months later. You know what I mean? 8, 9, 10 months later after Wilder won his title. So they really didn't have a chance to get nothing together. And ever since that loss in November of 2015, Klitschko's been on the shelf waiting for a fight with Fury that never happened. You know what I mean? So Klitschko's a bad dude as far as after the Fury situation, he went on to the next best thing. Or if you say, some of you may think Wilder's the next best thing, but what I mean is another undefeated guy who's looked at as a, you know, the next coming of, you know, a heavyweight great in Anthony Joshua. And he's fighting in a unification fight. So Klitschko didn't slow down at all, even at his age, man. He's like, all right, who's the next challenge? You know what I mean? Like, got to commend the guy for that, man. Whether you hate his fighting style and you don't like how he holds and he did this against that guy, okay, that's cool and fine, man. But I'm talking about his schedule. He ain't looking for no easy outs, Klitschko. You know, this is a 40-year-old man. I mean, you ask some 40-year-olds to get in there against a top prime guy. What do guys always say? Why he got to fight them? Or, you know, why he got to fight that young guy? He's 40. He's already did that. He should be able to do what he wants now. Klitschko's not taking that easy road. Klitschko's on some shit like, you know what? If you guys do get me out of here and I do end up losing, I'm gonna lose to whoever they think's the best in a unification fight. Like, I respect the hell out of that. I'm sorry, y'all. I respect the hell out of that, man. Klitschko fighting a guy like Joshua in unification. Now, some of you may say, well, who the hell is Joshua? You know, he's inexperienced. He's, you know, it's a unification fight, and he's looked at as one of the young, hungry, new lions. That's why I respect it. Whatever happens to Joshua in his career, however it pans out 4, 5, 6 years from now, I don't know. We don't know about that. But right now, in the moment, it's a young, hungry, undefeated lion, looks the part, in shape, gold medalist, unification fight in his backyard. Now, some of you may say, oh, he doesn't have a choice. Klitschko has a choice. He can not fight for these titles. He can just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to just have some fights in my country, and I'm going to just, you know, have a little, retirement fights and, you know, get some for sure victories against some journeymen and just look good. And, you know, he could do whatever he wants. So he has a choice, you know what I mean? But he was ready to go in Tyson Fury's backyard. And when that fell apart, I mean, well, Joshua Fury, same place, but you guys know what I'm saying. Now he's ready to fight Joshua. Same circumstance, you know what I mean? So I commend the guy for that. Now, what's going to happen on fight night, I guess we'll see. I'm favoring the young gun. Don't get me wrong. I'm favoring him. I've already gave my reasons as to why. You know, it's not because I'm overlooking Vladimir Klitschko's greatness. It's not that. But on fight night, you can't bring, you know, what you've done on paper. Well, he did it in the ring, but all his accomplishments, he can't bring it in, you know, those accomplishments in his pocket on fight night and say, well, hey, I was a long reigning champion. You know what I mean? It's what's going to happen on fight night. What does Klitschko have left? We'll see on fight night. He is great. He is. I'll never overlook accomplishments like those. Me as a fan, but I'm favoring Joshua. I'm favoring the young gun. You know, I think it's going to be a passing of the guard. Some people say, well, Fury already did it. He beat him first. Yeah, Fury did it, but I'm talking about in a more brutal way. You know, a loss is a loss. You're right. I'm not saying that Fury's win, it's a win and Klitschko lost, but I think it'd be more brutal this time around because of just the fighting styles and what I think both guys are going in there to do, and that's knock each other out. I don't think Joshua's going in there to outpoint him. I don't think Klitschko's going in there to try to outpoint Joshua. I think, you know, some of you may disagree with that because he holds and grabs, but usually if he can get you out of there, he will try to get you out of there. And I think Joshua will be applying the type of pressure where he will have to force Klitschko to knock him out. You know what I mean? But that's just me. That's just how I view the fight. But yeah, man, just want to do I've just been thinking about Klitschko's career, and it's like, man, he's fought all these undefeated dudes. You know what I mean? Even a couple of one-loss, really good fighters. David Hay, you know what I mean? So, I mean, Povetkin, undefeated, Fury. Now you're fighting Joshua. Man, all types of dudes. Trying to think who else was undefeated when he fought him. Pulev was another one. Francisco Pianata. Ruzan Chagayev. I know Eddie Chambers had, one loss when he fought Klitschko. Tony Thompson, Thompson had one loss when he fought Klitschko, but man, he's been giving a lot of these dudes shots. Samuel Peter when he was undefeated, although that was before he went on the, long title reign that he went on. But who else, man? Am I forgetting somebody? Brian Jennings, Pula. You know, so it's been a lot of dudes, man. You know, and the fact that he is traveling, I really respect that. Regardless if you think didn't have a choice, the fact that he will do it, that he's not having excuses to why he won't. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens on fight night, though. You know, but just want to do this video real quick, man. Just want to highlight that about Vladimir Klitschko. I'm out.